So, Educational Group, you are probably familiar with Publications, which is the publisher involved in ELT, English Language Teaching. We have materials, educational materials for all levels and all ages of students. Also, in our group, we have some more companies, all involved in education. So we have Vector Maths and Science, which is responsible for producing materials for maths and science, of course, self-explanatory. Primary Logic, it's one of the oldest companies in the group, which is producing ICT materials and some digital materials for extra practice of English language. And we will speak a little bit more in depth about what binary logic does. And also we have some supporting companies like Prime Edu Software, which produces the interactive whiteboards that you use in classes, and all the software that we use to support our printed editions. Focus Digital Services, which design the books. They put all the pictures and the text together, you know. So, and of course the other companies, which is Argus Logistics for logistics, Abacus for accounting, and our distributor in the markets of Greece and Cyprus, Combo Books. So we have been in business for over 50 years now, starting with language schools, schools, which are still present today. These are the schools that we actually pilot all the materials that we produce before we put them on the international market. So these schools still exist today. They're very popular, and they're our laboratory. So I would like to introduce to you today binary logic and ICT materials that we work on. So ICT stands for Information and Communication Technology. It is a very important skill to be had today by anybody. They're not only used, the computers are not only used by computer scientists or IT specialists, they're used by everybody. Whether it is doctors, engineers, teachers, so everybody needs to know how to use a computer. And this is where we come in with material which can support these classes for schools and universities. So we have three basic series for the international market. Digital Kids, which is for primary level. Digital Kids, consisting also of 6 levels, which is for the secondary. And there is a bit lighter version, e-skills, for schools which use a bit less hours in their curriculum. It's available in several languages. Main language is English. There's also Spanish, French, Ukrainian, and Arabic editions. Now we're introducing new editions, so it's all updated with all the new tools being used throughout. These books are supplemented also by some additional materials for coding, robotics, both for primary and secondary levels. So we have some books which are available as part of the series in a digital format online as e-books. Digital Kids can code, robotics for both primary and secondary. They support full coding and robotics curriculum for all grades. wide range of coding tools and robots which are being used in many different countries, which are suitable for each age and school grade. So, our main series, Digital Kids for Primary, you can see here the 6 levels. This is the second edition, the new edition. As you can see, they are not numbered, so depending on which level the subject starts in each school, they can start either with a starter or explorer or racer, etc. And the digital teams, which is the series for secondary, sorry. You can see 6 levels here. And as I have already mentioned, e-skills, which consists of 12 levels, the K-12 curriculum, in a bit lighter format. So, what is our approach to teaching this subject? What we do is our materials are crafted by experienced educators and curriculum specialists. So we have actually looked at how this subject is taught all around the world in many countries. And we gained this experience, and we have created something which is very modern, very appropriate pedagogically, and we have instilled it in our books. It uses a hands-on approach for student-centered learning. There is a lesson planning with consideration of available time constraints, of course. It's graded and school-focused for diverse learning styles. So the language used in the books is also graded. It is not designed for native speakers of English, for native students who speak English as native language, but it's designed for students who are gradually learning the English language, so they can also use these books to gradually, the books are gradually getting more difficult terms, and the level of English language is increasing by each level. So our educational philosophy is that we use spiral curriculum, where each items are parts of the curriculum, and topics are taught in one level, and then we come back again to the same topic with more in-depth learning as the students progress their ability to understand more complex things and more complex yes. So, of course, as in all our materials, there is an integration of 21st century skills, critical thinking, communication, collaboration between the students, and creativity. We have broad coverage of modern computing and ICT topics, which are important in today's world. Our books are not exam-oriented, but they will prepare your students for exams, whether it is SDL, ICDL, Microsoft, or IC3. So the students will cover all the necessary curriculum to pass these exams. We are following international standards. We have ISTE seal of approval, which is renewed every 2 years. And as I've already mentioned, the books are written in graded English for non-native speakers and can be used in international bilingual schools, summer schools, language schools, etc. Also, these books are a great way to practice English as a part of a CLIL curriculum for extra practice of English. So this is something which you can keep in mind. As I mentioned, we are complying to all the international frameworks and standards. We have many, our series is approved by many organizations, as you can see here, ISTE, DQ, PSTA, K-12, Computer Science, and many others. We are also members of many international organizations, educational organizations regarding computing and information technology, as you can see here. So, computing and ICT. What we use is modern curriculum for computing and ICT, and it comprises of the traditional ICT, information technology, how to use computers, some productivity and design tools, networks and communication tools. Digital literacy, very important in today's world. Searching online, using digital content safely, ethical, safe and responsible use of technology and internet. And computer science. This is how computers and networks work, computational thinking, coding, and robotics, as I mentioned earlier. Also, some countries, the ministries of education are starting to integrate another topic, entrepreneurship, which is closely related to ICT and the technology and skills needed. This is something which we also cover in our books. So, thank you very much. I won't take more of your time. I would like to welcome Kostas Texos, our next speaker.